Hi, this is Dawn Boyer. I am providing reviews from an artist eye on the Facebook page Artist Eye Reviews. And what I do is provide video reviews of art books, coloring books, and art-related products. Why don't you come to my page and like it, follow it, and share so you can see more of these video reviews. Today I'm reviewing Volume 2 for an artist that actually is from Guam. Her name is Tiffany Carman, and she has 2 downloadable PDF coloring books on her drawingmomentum.com website, and she's got 2 Facebook pages that I highly recommend you follow to see some of her beautiful artwork. What I'm reviewing today is her Volume 2 Lucid Mojo, and this is PDF download coloring book art. So we'll go through the pages. This page is of a woman with a scorpion tail and some very organic lines going on throughout the pages. It looks like there's an arm coming down through here and maybe the hint of a body over there. And it's sort of floating around in some very organically lined images, and with a little bit of some stylistic Japanese style waves in the background. A lot of the artwork that Tiffany has put out is sort of reminiscent of the 1960s and 70s with the hippies and the New Age movement. I can imagine a lot of her artwork actually being done in day glow colors and then put under black lights. Here's one of a woman. Very simple lines for the lips, but they look very well done. Fishes and a one-eyed skull, some hints of some crystals in the background, some scales of an organic critter, and then some Zentangles all throughout. I think some of the style of this particular artist, she does put a lot of like little circles and bubbles throughout the artwork, so that fills out the background, and it could become tedious, but don't think you have to color in every single little bubble. Here's another one with a almost, I don't know if this is like a fortune-telling ball in the background, some organic Egyptian type eyeballs, 2 of them here sort of symbolically coming together almost like bird wings, and then other symbols and hieroglyphics and Egyptian type of symbols and pictures throughout. Hieroglyphics. There's a little bit of a pyramid in the background, and then some more organic lines and fill-in circles there. This is a picture that she also has in Volume 1. I think it's very interesting. There are insects coming out of her mouth, coming out of the top of her head, and holding on to her head over here. It's almost like a crackle ridge on a mountain line is the top of her skull. Over here is sort of a chrysalis, butterfly chrysalis. And then up at the top is like a bird bug type of figure. And I love the way the woman's face is pointed up and you look at her from this direction. Very well drawn. Here's a page full of organic shapes. I can't really identify anything in particular in this picture. Maybe some potential leaves, some stylistic waves, some drapery from fabric, a diatom from the bottom of the ocean. This could be a symbolic flower or leaf. So this is a type of picture with the light and dark lines that is very well done in a coloring book style, and you could use whatever colors you want on this page and it won't matter. You can't go wrong. Here's some dolphins out playing in the ocean. It looks like they've picked up a couple of plastic beach balls that have blown out to sea, and they're having a whole lot of fun playing in the ocean and in the waves. Here's another one of the organically drawn pictures that really don't have anything very much identifiable in it, but just the organic lines. There's sort of a organic Zentangle instead of the sharp geometric patterns. You see a lot more rounder, more organic shapes. The twists, the semblance of a heart. I think this is maybe a daylily up here is the only thing that's identifiable as a real thing. Maybe the flowers here, they could be mandalas or flowers, and then maybe this could be a tree that turns into a thorny bush, that turns into a honeycomb. So again, this is a type of coloring page that you can't go wrong with the colors, because there's nothing there that stipulates that anything has to be done in a particular color or a traditional color. And this is a page of some beautiful flowers. I could see the chrysanthemums, some daylilies, some magnolias, some roses, more daylilies, maybe a sunflower, and maybe a canna lily or some of the other more beautiful flowers. So again, if you're coloring, it doesn't matter what color you use, but if you're looking for more traditional type of style pictures, these can be colored in the traditional style of the flowers themselves. This is an Eastern Indian Hamsa hand, and that's a lot of the henna mehndi type of liquid tattoos that are put on bridals' hands that she's got all through here. The lines are extremely dark throughout this particular coloring page, so what you want to do is perhaps use really bright colors on this so that the black lines will show off the brightness of the colors themselves. This is another picture that is also in volume 1, so it is a repeat picture. It's a jellyfish with some interesting lines, and instead of the just dripping the straight tentacles down, she's created stylistic tentacles with the little series of fish, and then the pearls that come down turn into like almost like little planet Saturns with the rings around them. And then there's some fish in the background and her traditional little bubbles in the background. This is a horizontally done picture. It is a lighthouse. There's like a lobster in the background, some stylistic coral in the foreground. There's a whale circling the moon up in the sky, or maybe he's just jumping out of the water, and more whale tails in the background, and then some stylistic waves crashing along the shore. This right here might be sonic sign lines. There's an A in here, it looks like, so if you know somebody with an A who likes seashore drawings, this might be a nice picture to paint or to color for them. We have a sleeping mermaid. Looks like she's drawn a Nauticus type figure here with a sea star, and there's a snail head and the tentacles, the sun coming up from behind the clouds back along the ocean, some coconut trees with the little coconuts in the top. And I sort of like the way she's done the mermaid tail, because it looks like there's a little fish fin here too, which I've never seen on a mermaid before. So I like that. It's very imaginative. Here's another one that's, I want to say, is more steampunk, Zentangle crossbreed of type of drawing. There's a lot of mechanical nuts and bolts, and then stars with Zentangle designs in them, and moons and things like that. This is sort of similar to another artist by the name of Bennett Klein, although they each have their own style. She's got a female head with the octopus and the tentacles covering the head, and then the star rays coming out from behind. This was more reminiscent of the tattoo art called Flash that I have seen out there, and then the bubbles would definitely be a challenge. I can see them in various shades of blue with the little white highlights on each of the bigger bubbles to make it look more three-dimensional. Here's an interesting picture where she's got a female head, and if you're drawing this picture, you can see the head looking to the right on this aspect of the picture, and then if you look here, it's looking straight at you. Here's a toad and a disembodied hand, pearls, mushrooms, the tree going up into the top of the forest, little mushrooms here. Very interesting. And like I've said before, I like the dark lines and the light lines intermixed amongst the whole picture. It makes it very well balanced. And this would be more for a simpler colorist who doesn't want a lot of complication in their picture. So it's a lion, and then part of the lion is the woman, and these lines over here and around the edge are her hair. So that's a very well balanced picture there. Here's a picture of a tree with leaves and little spiders and spider webs and snowflakes and gems and mandala snow and drops and rain. So it almost looks like it's representative of the 4 seasons. So you see the leaves coming out here, you see the flowers and leaves and blooming, and then the leaves beginning to fall, then the rain and the snow coming down over here. So it is a 4 seasons picture. This was well done. I love this. This is the giant octopus and the tentacles, and they've wrapped themselves around a ship that's inside a bottle, although the sea water is inside the bottle too. So that's pretty imaginative of her to come up with this. Now I want to call this a Zentangle Snake. It does have like a human eye here at the top, but you could follow the lines of the body all the way down to the bottom, and it fills up the whole page. There's light and dark lines with different Zentangled type of patterns and repeat patterns all through. So this would be just as good for a beginner colorist as it would be for an intermediate or advanced colorist, because it looks complicated, but it's really not. It just has a lot of patterns. Now, this might be delightful for a little girl who's into unicorns and horses to color. She's got some very well-drawn horses, sort of like stampeding up and around. She's got the perspective done right, which I like a lot. And then she's used a Celtic knot pattern type of methodology to draw some lines into a star mandala pattern, and then she's got stars all through. So I can see a little girl coloring this picture and really, really doing a good job of it. And the last picture in the set of the coloring book is more of a mandala pattern book page. It almost looks like she has taken and drawn half the page and then flipped it and stitched it in the software and seen, so everything looks the same. Now, I could be wrong because there are some potentially different edges, but it does look like a mirror image, and this could be just as good for a beginner or intermediate or advanced colorist because it is a lot of lines and spaces to color in here. But once you get started and get everything started to lay out, I think it will become simpler and simpler to draw. So again, I want to emphasize and show you who is the artist for this beautiful coloring book. It is a PDF. Tiffany Carman is the artist, and I just reviewed volume 2 called Lucid Mojo. You can purchase the drawings as a PDF download on this website, and do visit and like and follow the artist on her 2 Facebook pages. And when you're done following her, come on back to the Artist Eye Reviews. Make sure that you like, follow, and share. Here's the link on Facebook. And if you want to visit the sister page for how-to methods, videos, and other articles about coloring, visit us at Coloring Talk on Facebook. This is Dawn Boyer. Hope you enjoyed the review.